Hello, my name is Alice, and I'm doing a review of COMM 1300, Public Speaking. Going into this class, I wasn't worried about speaking publicly. But in context, I've done speeches since elementary school, where I ran for student council, then in middle school and high school for projects. That being said, I wasn't happy going into this course. I signed up for this course because I needed to get into pharmacy. So being forced to take this course was not fun. I can't say I learned a specific thing to make my speeches better. Like I've said, I've already had years of practice. The most I could do is quote one of the books we read, which did have some interesting things, like hippos eating food. It sounds so dry, doesn't it? But that wasn't the speech. The speech was alive. In that example, the speaker was having the poor natives grow lush food so they could feed themselves. Then the hippos came and ate the food. That's why they don't grow food there. Yet that's a lesson. It's a story. Intrigue, surprise, emotion. Those are parts of the speech. Yet if you were looking through notes on what a good speech should be, you wouldn't touch that, because every speech is different. What works for one might not work for another. So there is no one lesson to apply for a speech. As for the speeches we did in class, I think the ceremonial speech was the most interesting. It let the speakers have free range and do anything they wanted. Most of the speakers chose really interesting things to talk about and really poured passion into their speeches. Passion is really hard to do. For the informative and persuasive speeches, it was much harder to have passion because it was more blocky. This is this, that is that. It was difficult for me, and others too, probably, to really get across how interesting these sometimes dry things really were. Then there was the best speech, or at least the one I liked the most. Like a lot of the fun speeches, it had a surprise. Although I think it's fair to say it had many. It was about coffee, done by the mythical flaming bird. Wait, I don't think that was his name. Oh well, I guess you just had to see it. He had a smile, he moved around, and we never got bored. Except for the end, when it ended. That was sad. Now all I want to do is see speeches like that, where someone who maybe had it all going in, or didn't, really shine. After all, that's what this class was. Once you get past the bogged down layers of 2 books and slides, and the teacher, all right, I shouldn't suck up for a grade. But the class was hard at times. Yet we all got through it, and we really made good speeches. At first, some of us trembled in fear and stumbled, but we got through it. At the end, we were all making great speeches. And that's what the class was supposed to do. Boiled down, it gave us this. It let us break down our walls and fears about being on stage and talking, conveying great things we want to convey, to an audience who is interested in these great things. Thank you.